atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Faerun. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Why is it that when it says Baldur's Gate and all these flames come across it, I still get freaking goosebumps? Maybe it's because it's such a fantastic game. Hello everybody, my name is Variax. Welcome to my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate. A couple of things before we start. First of all, the keen-eyed among you will notice that this is not how the game would normally look. That is because I am playing a modded version of Baldur's Gate 1. I'm playing with the TuTu mod, which means that I can play the Baldur's Gate 1 game within the Baldur's Gate 2 engine. I'll just turn the music down just a tad. Good as it is, it will loop all through the character creation screen. So I can play it through what I feel is the better engine, because I can press tab to find searchable items, and I've got access to more classes and other things like that. I'm also playing with a mod, I forget what it's called, but I'll link them all in the description, that revamps the NPCs so that they're integrated within the Baldur's Gate 2 engine, so some of them dual wield for example, and also gives them party interjections, and you can even romance some of them as well, and I am planning to romance one of those NPCs within this playthrough. And the third mod is that it's just an ease of use mod which lets me stack arrows and other things together, because otherwise I think it only let you stack maybe 20 or 40 arrows in one inventory slot, and it would completely fill your inventory. So to aid the LP, because I don't like cutting things out of the LP that I make, so to save me having entire videos on inventory sorting, I'm going to use that mod. I think it does some other things as well, but I'm not too sure. That's the main thing that I installed it for. Okay, I have already, as many of you will already know, Let's played Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 2 is my favourite game ever, so I played through that in Baldur's Gate Throne of Baal. We're going to be using the same characters we did in those two, so this is like a prequel to those. Had I known that my LPing hobby would take off as well as it had, I would probably have played this game first, so they're all in like chronological order. As it happens, it's just not worked out that way, so I'm playing this now to make up the saga. You know, I feel it needs to be done. I don't know this game as well as Baldur's Gate 2. I mean, I've played the hell out of Baldur's Gate 2. But this game, I know the start pretty well, but the more I go into it, the less I will know about it. What else? I don't have the expansion installed, Tales of the Sword Coast. I don't have that. I've never owned it, so I've never tried it. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to go over. If you're watching this and you haven't played before, I'm not going to go into massive detail about the game engine and this is based on Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition rules, which I honestly don't really know a hell of a lot about. So even if I wanted to show you all the ins and outs about how the game works and everything, I couldn't because I don't know it myself. But I will be giving a brief overview about everything. In a general kind of way, so you get the gist of what I'm doing if you haven't played before, and so it's not utterly boring if you do know the game. Alright, let's just let's start, shall we? Yeah, let's start. Okay, single player, new game. Starting new game. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. Alright, so this is where we create our character. The gender doesn't really matter, but as I say, I have romance installed. Romance is installed now, so unless you have some other mod, like you have same-sex romances, you can only romance NPCs of opposite sexes. But that's by the by, because we have already made our character in the second game. We're going to be a male. We're going to have a custom portrait. He may look familiar to some of you, this chap right here, but just me, that is Variax. Okay, his race is a half-elf. For some reason, I decided to make him a half-drow, and drow are elves that live underground and they're really evil and completely shunned by the surface, well, every other race pretty much, for being downright evil gits. They're so nasty. But I decided to make him half drow. I don't know why. It didn't really play a lot of gameplay wise changes in the second game, and I doubt it will in this game either. So what I figure is like, alright, so he's half drow, but he's also half human. So his human side can like vaguely cloak his drowish heritage. I'm sure that's not the way it would work in the actual Forgotten Realms Faerun lore background thing, but that's what I'm going to go with. So we're playing a half-elf. So I have, as it says there, I have limited resistance, charm, and sleep spells, and I can see in the dark. Not that special, but no, I picked a half-elf. I don't know why, so we're a half-elf. We're a half-elf. Screw it, we're a half-elf.